Let me be real with you for a moment. Rest is hard, even when it's supposed to be easy. See, I struggle with this every December. As we get towards the end of the year, I start to feel this guilt when I slow down. It's like there's this voice inside my head that keeps saying, if you're not grinding, you're falling behind. But here's what I've learned. Rest isn't lazy. Rest is leadership. I'm Myles Threatt. Thank you for joining me today for Legacy Leaders Lounge. I help operations, manufacturing, and supply chain leaders build adaptive, high-performing teams that deliver results in the chaos. And it's December, and there's lots of chaos. So let's jump back in. You see, December is supposed to be a month about peace, love, joy, time for family. But let me challenge you. What if you made December about taking care of yourself too? You see, we're all told to give. And it's great to give. Don't get me wrong. I love giving. But you can't pour from an empty glass. There's nothing to give when you're empty. 75% of you are not subscribed to my channel. So do me a favor, hit that like button and hit subscribe today. You see, self-care, it isn't selfish. It's you being strategic. And right now, as you're coming to the end of the year, you really need to be strategic. And here's the truth. Rest feels uncomfortable for a reason. I get it. My mindset, my guilt, my drive to always do makes slowing down feel wrong for some reason. But the science is very clear. The rest is essential for peak performance, for your creativity, and just for your well-being alone. And there's a reason God rested on the seventh day. You see, true rest is intentional though. It is planned. It is thought out. It just doesn't happen haphazardly. And it's not necessarily always being idle. Believe me, there's nothing wrong with a good nap. But intentional rest is deliberate. It's something you plan and schedule in your life. And it helps you recharge so you can show up better. And how many of you right now would not love to show up a little better each and every day? You see, when I've protected my rest, I've made some of my best decisions at those moments. And when I neglected that rest, I promise you, I paid the price for it. And everybody else around me paid the price as well, because when I don't get enough rest, I become an asshole. And being around me when I'm an asshole is not fun. So here's a mini strategy for you. Block out time on your calendar for rest. Make it so important to you that you plan and schedule it. Really and truly, as we start getting ready to go into the new year, you really and truly ought to start your plan for the new year by planning out strategically. When are you going to take some days off, some time off? When are you going to rest? How are you going to build a schedule in the midst of all the chaos and the work that you have to do that allows you to rest and recuperate? Another strategy you need to use is set some boundaries. Learn to say no. I know it's hard. I struggled with it all my life. Wondering what people think. Who gives a shit what they think? You're taking care of yourself. Make it about building a life that benefits you so you can benefit those around you. Plus, you can use a resource I have, my Legacy Compass Guide, where it actually has a prompt in there that helps you strategically plan where and when you need to recharge for the week. But let's be honest, December very seldom feels restful. The reality is, it's more like a high-speed chase. Let's just call it out. The December rush is real. Endless busyness, overcommitment, the hundreds of extra requests, trying to make everyone happy, and you're running on fumes. How many of you feel that way right now? You know, I've been there, said yes way too many times, and I paid the price for it. I ended up exhausted, burnout, nothing else to give. You see that chronic busyness? It leads to some destructive places. It leads to burnout. It leads to poor decisions, and it just leads to overall lower satisfaction. If you're in leadership or own your own business, this book is for you. That's the latest feedback I've gotten on my book, The Adaptive Edge, Leading with Purpose in Turbulent Times. Go grab your copy today on Amazon. The link is in the description below. Some of those warning signs, you're tired. You're snapping at people. I default to a drill sergeant sometimes. And then you're also feeling like you're just never done. And that feeling, it sucks. So here's your mini strategy. Ask yourself, what on your calendar right now, or what request are you getting that you can say no to? Which ones do you know you really should? And you need to stick your neck out there and just say no, even to some of your family members. And then when you say no, actually do it. Here again, you can take my Legacy Compass guide that I will offer down in the description below, and you can use it for reflection and helping you set those boundaries you need to set right now. Now let's bring this home and let you get in on the conversation. Which December are you living right now? Are you living a December of rest or a December of rush? I want you to drop your answer in the comments below and share those struggles. Share those wins. What are your hacks for slowing down or surviving in the rush? I really want to hear your story because I know we can learn from each other and benefit from each other's feedback. And if you're looking for a tool to help you prioritize for what matters, let's get real. Building a legacy isn't about grinding harder all the time. It's about winning at what matters most. And that's why my Legacy Compass isn't just another planner. It's the blueprint for your faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. Picture this. You start the year off with absolute clarity about what matters. You know exactly when to rest and when to push. And most importantly, how to celebrate the wins that actually count. Want the guide? Smash the like button and grab it in the description below. And if you're ready to level up, drop challenge in the comments. I'm hosting 2 exclusive 1-hour sessions where we'll celebrate the wins from this year and architect a strategic plan for the next. No fluff, no BS, just real results. This is your invitation to move from autopilot to intentional legacy building. Now let's bring it home. The Legacy Compass is my go-to for mapping out what matters most and setting those boundaries. If you want a framework that will help you prioritize rest, reflection, and what really matters, in the description below, I have a link for my Legacy Compass guide that I'll share with you so you can map out what matters most. Resting isn't lazy. Rushing isn't always noble. Both of them need to be managed strategically. I'm Myles Threatt. Thank you for joining me for Legacy Leaders Lounge today. Next week, we'll talk about how to finish stronger, but smarter and not harder. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and join me next time for the rest of this December series.